Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Only Apple Valley News Now was there for the soft opening for Chick-fil-A in the Tri-Cities.
Plus, all new at 6.
We need the revenue to come in to be able to keep in business.
It is cherry season in the Yakima Valley. What farmers are saying this year.
And later,
coming up tonight, we'll show you how the Richland School District is helping students get back on track in the summer.
And lots of sunshine throughout the area. Strong gusty winds continue and big changes headed your way in the next couple of days weather-wise. I'll give you all the details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
good evening and thank you so much for joining us for Apple Valley News Now live at 6. I'm Wendy Redmond.
I'm Austin Reed. We've made it to the middle of the week and thank you for being here. We start with business news. The day Tri-Cities fans have been waiting for is almost here. Chick-fil-A is ready to open its doors in Kennewick. It's already making waves across the community.
Oh, big doings. Everybody's talking about it. The rooster will crow early Thursday morning, 6:30 to be exact, when Chick-fil-A officially opens its first location in the Tri-Cities. But before the first biscuit is served, the city of Kennewick and Chick-fil-A held a ribbon cutting today, giving community leaders a preview of what's to come, especially tomorrow.
I want to especially recognize our friends at the Kennewick Police Department. They have partnered with us as well as our business neighbors here to make sure we have a traffic plan out there. So if everyone take a look at our socials so they follow the traffic plan so we can support y'all, and that way everyone gets their chicken and their lovely Chick-fil-A meals fast in a friendly, lovely manner.
Hodge has also announced a $25,000 donation to Feeding America and a special surprise for local heroes who will be treated to free meals for a year. Chick-fil-A Kennewick will be open Monday through Saturday from 6:30 in the morning through 9 p.m. And of course, it is closed on Sundays.
All right, so new at 6 with big crowds expected. Our Dan Hansen says the Kennewick Police Department is prepared.
The Kennewick Police Department has rolled out a traffic control plan for West Canal Drive between Young Street and Crosswind Boulevard, where lines are expected early and often.
We just want to make sure that everyone's staying safe. You know, Canal Drive is a busy roadway. It's one of our main streets within the city. So we want to try to keep traffic flowing as best as possible through there.
Castilleja says multiple officers will be stationed along Canal Drive during opening day, with more ready to respond as needed based on traffic volume.
We're going to be trying to mitigate any traffic issues and getting any lines that are building up onto side streets and within the big parking lot there where the Hobby Lobby is. That way we can try to get those vehicles off the roadway.
He says officers will continue to be out directing traffic flow at Chick-fil-A for a few days and will determine if officers need to continue to help with traffic. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you. And Dan will be live tomorrow morning from 5 till 7 a.m. on our Good Morning Northwest for all the excitement. Turning now to First Alert weather, the wind really started to pick up as the day went on.
Yeah, really whipping around out there. Let's check in with Stacy because that's not great news for the fire weather we've been having.
That's right. And those winds are exactly one of the reasons why we have a First Alert. We've got red flag warnings going on. Moses Lake area and north. And then if we move more to the east, the foothills of the Blues, Dayton. But it's pretty much windy all through the region. Very low humidity, very dry vegetation. So the red flag warning, however, will expire tonight at 8 o'clock. So we're expecting much less wind for tomorrow. But this is what it looks like outside right now. It's been blustery all day long, all through the region, especially in the Kittitas Valley, the Columbia River Gorge. Tri-Cities also very, very windy this afternoon. 76 degrees right now in our Bi-Mart Skycam looking into the Yakima Valley. Humidity is at 23%. We're going to start seeing that number rise as we've got a cold front moving across the area. Sustained winds there right now at 19 miles per hour. But again, as you saw, gusting much heavier than that. Taking a look around the region, most of us in the 80s, but as you move a little bit further to the west, you see these lower temperatures here. Sorry, my buds in Sunnyside, the sensor has been out there for a few days. Hopefully they can get that fixed. All right, we're looking at planning your evening out. You're going to stay nice and warm for most of us, but look at the cool down. That's that cold front hitting Ellensburg early this evening, and then you'll see those temperatures start to drop as the evening moves along. All right, let's recap with our headlines. Gusty winds decreasing tonight. That elevated fire danger still exists through the evening. We have a big weekend cool down. I even read snow possible in some areas over the weekend, plus some much needed rain. I'll break all that down coming up. Austin, Wendy.
A violent night in Kennewick. Police say a stabbing quickly turned into a felony collision. One person is in custody and 2 others are recovering from traumatic events that happened just minutes apart. Here's what we know. Kennewick police responded to 2 scenes late last night. A stabbing on West 27th Avenue and a crash on Bob Olson Parkway. Investigators say 20-year-old Adam Hand stabbed a woman near the parkway multiple times. She managed to escape and get help from nearby homes. Police say Hand then took off, intentionally slamming into an oncoming pickup truck. We're told the driver of that truck had minor injuries and Hand was arrested at the scene.
When officers arrived at the collision, they identified the driver, and then once officers arrived at the assault incident, the female victim provided the name of the suspect, and officers were able to confirm that this was the same suspect involved in the collision.
KPD says Hand faces felony vehicular assault charges, and police say more charges are coming.
On the fire watch now, this fire season continues to keep crews busy. Today, a burnout in Toppenish. Brian Bauer, a battalion captain for Fire District 5, said firefighters were called out to the area of North Olden Way and Philip John Road around 12:30 this afternoon. When they arrived, they found an abandoned structure and 3 acres of grass on fire. The structure was ultimately destroyed. Nobody was hurt. The fire burned over 300 acres after a controlled burn from a property owner got out of hand. The cause of the fire still under investigation. There does continue to be a burn ban across Yakima County. Numerous firefighters responding to a blaze at a Pasco home this afternoon. It led to the total loss of a backyard shed. No injuries were reported. Shortly after 2, firefighters were called out to a home on Wrigley Drive. Several fire crews arrived to find a shed fully involved in a fire. Firefighters say they were able to contain the blaze to the shed with no damage to the surrounding buildings. Some nearby fences were impacted, though. Fire officials on the scene suggested that the homeowner may have been burning weeds near the shed earlier in the day.
The potential cause of the fire was due to burning weeds prior in the day. And it's just a good reminder that in these days where we have high temperatures and high winds, it's drying out our fuels very quickly, and it can lead to unintentional fires as we've seen today.
Fire officials remind the public that burning of yard debris is not permitted in the city of Pasco when wind speeds exceed 10 miles per hour.
4th of July is just around the corner now, and the state fire marshal's office wants everyone to celebrate safely. They're reminding you to check for local bans before lighting anything up and to be mindful of your neighbors. Fireworks go on sale in Washington starting next Saturday, June 28th, but safety officials say even legal fireworks can be dangerous. Last year, 32% of injuries came from people holding them, and most injuries were burns to the hands, arms, or face. They also warn against buying from stands that seem shady or might not be licensed.
But make sure that you're going somewhere that you trust, and they are explosive, so trust your gut on that. If you feel like something you're buying might not be safe or legal, just go against it.
If you'd rather leave it to the pros, head on over to AppleValleyNewsNow.com for a full list of public fireworks shows in your area. New developments tonight is new development is officially in the works in Kennewick, and this one is called Harmony Heights. Prodigy Homes broke ground on the project today. There they are. The plot of land off of West 10th Avenue and South Georgia King Street in Kennewick will feature 28 lots for homes. Development on Harmony Heights is projected to be finished around November of this year. After approval from the city of Kennewick, the foundations of homes can begin construction. Owner of Prodigy Homes, Jason Wilkinson, wants to supply affordable housing for Tri-City citizens.
Affordable homes is hard right now in general in Washington State. So these homes are going to be around 5 to 600,000 in here. So they're going to be done beautifully and masterfully, but you know, without hitting everybody's pocketbook so extensively.
Several local businesses are teaming up with Prodigy Homes on this project, including Hapo Community Credit Union, TTAP Development, and Knutson Engineering.
Over in Pasco, a senior dog missing for 3 years has finally made it home thanks to a viral post and a whole lot of heart. In December, 2 dogs were found in a man's car after he was arrested in the Kennewick area. One was adopted quickly. The other, a Jack Russell mix named Old Timer, wasn't so lucky. After a seizure, months in the shelter, and no leads from his microchip, staff reposted his photo in June. That's when a message came in.
Even if your pet is microchipped, you've got to keep the information updated with your current address, your current phone number, so that if this happens, you're not waiting 3 years to get your pet back with you. Our animal control officers have portable scanners with them all the time. So if they find a dog or a cat that's out running around, they can scan it right away and give you a call.
Tri-Cities Animal Services says Jack, the name now, had been missing for 3 years from Florida. His owner now lives in Missouri. Thanks to social media, though, Jack made it home on, get this, Friday the 13th, 6 months to the day after arriving. Proof that even Friday the 13th can be a little magic. All right, the news at 6 is just getting started. Coming up, we have a new recall to tell you about.
Also ahead.
Have you Iranians reached out to you?
Yes.
And what did they say?
As the conflict continues between Iran and Israel, we'll share what President Trump is saying about it.
And let's go outside. Live picture from Yakima and Richland. Stacy's back with a full look at your First Alert weather forecast as we are on your side.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Power through your summer chores with less downtime. And enjoy more playtime with Steel Battery.
Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
This summer, Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos is heating things up with incredible savings on every piano in our showroom. Take advantage of special bundles on our digital models. Enjoy savings on both new and used options. Get up to $10,000 off on select grand pianos. Enjoy 0% financing for 12 months, and every purchase includes free delivery in Tri-Cities. The hottest part, our 2-day summer sale event happens June 26th and 27th only. Turn up the heat and visit Dickerson's Tri-City Pianos today.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
In a world filled with accidents, the injured look to Mo, because Mo knows these guys are bulldog tough on personal injury and workers' compensation claims. Mo knows you can go to the other guys, but why would you? From back in autumn, Bulldog Tough.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
President Trump says his patience with Iran has, quote, already run out. But as of yet, he has not confirmed what the next U.S. move will be in the growing crisis between Iran and Israel.
Meanwhile, Iran's supreme leader says his country will not surrender and warns that any U.S. military intervention will result in a lot of damage. As Laura Aguirre explains, the U.S. is moving military assets into place to respond to any scenario.
I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do.
The president keeping his cards close to the chest this morning when it comes to U.S. intervention between Israel and Iran. Those two countries trading military strikes for a 6th day. Israel claims Iran is on the brink of weaponizing their nuclear program. But as recently as March, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard testified that U.S. intel assessed Iran was not actively building a nuclear weapon.
Have the Iranians reached out to you?
Yes.
And what did they say?
I said it's very late.
The Iranian mission to the United Nations responded on X, saying no Iranian official has ever asked to grovel at the gates of the White House and will respond to any action with reciprocal measures.
The more bellicose the Iranians get, I think the higher the chances are that the United States will join with Israel in these strikes on these deeply buried nuclear facilities.
Mr. President, have you given the Iranians an ultimatum?
You could say so. They know what's happening. Maybe you could call it the ultimate ultimatum, right?
What essentially was that, though?
Oh, I don't want to say.
The USS Ford Carrier Strike Group is now expected to be deployed to Europe next week, making it the 3rd aircraft carrier in close proximity to the conflict, according to 3 sources familiar with the matter. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
When asked this afternoon if he thought the Iranian regime could fall, President Trump said, quote, sure, anything could happen.
New at 6 in Health Watch, a major food recall has been issued after a few people died. These ready-to-eat grilled chicken Alfredo with fettuccine meals have been recalled due to a listeria outbreak. According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, at least 3 people and an unborn baby have all died. There have also been reports of people getting sick in 13 states. The products were sold nationwide at Walmart under the Market Side brand. They were also distributed at Kroger under the Home Chef brand. The 3 sizes have best buy dates before June 27th.
The federal government is set to make a change to the 988 suicide prevention and crisis line that will impact a specialized service for LGBTQ+ youth. So starting July 17th, 988 Lifeline will no longer offer its dedicated support line for LGBTQ+ individuals. The Department of Health and Human Services says the general 988 service will still be available for anyone experiencing a crisis. The specialized option was offered soon after the launch of 988 Lifeline in 2022. The option prompts callers to press 3 to connect them with trained counselors.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside. The windmills are turning. I see lots of birds flying as well. Yakima Fed Skycam tonight. It's pretty windy out there. It's been windy all afternoon, and those winds are going to hang out through the evening. 85 degrees. Humidity very low, 15%. Remember, we like humidity above 20 to 25% to not be in that fire danger. That's why we have red flag warnings. Winds at 16 miles an hour sustained, gusting up to about 30. Our sunset tonight at 8:51. Let's take a look at our temperatures elsewhere around the region. We're already starting to see a little bit of a cool down. Look at the 10-degree difference between Ellensburg and Yakima tonight. That cold air starting to move in from the coast. Temperatures for the rest of us, though, in the 80s. 78 Dayton, 82 Walla Walla, Hermiston, 85 Tri-Cities. The winds have been the big story today, and it's very blustery outside right now. We'll continue to see those strong gusty winds as we move through the evening. Futurecast even has some of those winds ramping up in the Columbia Basin and specifically here in the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area. So very, very windy all through the region this afternoon and evening. Ellensburg will stay windy while the rest of us will start to calm down overnight, and the winds will be much lighter tomorrow, along with some cooler temperatures and our humidity level starting to rise. So we should be able to get rid of those red flag warnings. However, Friday will get windy once again. So a little break Thursday, Friday, that second cold front moves across the area. Strong gusty winds once again in our usual locations. And on top of that, that cold front is bringing some showers to our area. We haven't had rain in quite a while. And some of the upper elevations, we're talking above 5,000 feet, could see some light dustings of snow on Friday and Saturday morning. Yep, you heard that right, snow. Here's that system as it's starting to approach from the west. Now the ridge of high pressure moves to the east. That heat dome moves to the east, and we'll start seeing the colder air trickling into our area. In fact, look at that, 69 degrees for the daytime high in Yakima on Saturday. But don't worry, it's short-lived. We'll be back in the 80s and then eventually by the mid and upper 90s for the middle of next week. And don't forget, Friday is the first day of summer officially. So for the first weekend of summer, temperatures are running on the cool side. And again, that threat of snow very rare for the month of June in our area. All right, let's take a look at temps tonight. It's going to be nice, a little cooler than we've had the last few nights, with some of us down to 45 Ellensburg, 48 Yakima, 49 Tri-Cities, and 52 in Walla Walla. Here's that 7-day planner. There's those overcast conditions. No, not going to really see the rain developing until Friday night into Saturday for the Tri-Cities, but those breezy winds return. Take a look at the temperatures dropping all the way down to 69 degrees. So I don't know, maybe keep a sweater handy for this weekend, especially if you're going camping or going to be outdoors. Might want to consider outdoor plans on Saturdays. We are tracking a 60% chance of rain in the Yakima area. Ellensburg also dealing with more breezy and gusty winds with a pretty good chance of seeing some showers on Saturday, a lesser chance on Sunday with temperatures back in the 80s after that cool down. 68 for your daytime high, that first full day of summer in Walla Walla. Breezy winds and rain showers, but you know, we got to be happy. I know it's falling on the weekend. We haven't had rain in quite a while, so we need a little bit. It's not going to be a blowout of rain showers, about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. So the mountains will see heavier showers, however.
Oh yeah, no complaints from me over here. I know we need the rain, but
yeah,
you're
and
right.
snowflakes in June. It is so weird. So yeah,
That's crazy.
An oddity.
Get your flip-flops and mittens ready.
There you go.
I don't know.
All right, thank you, Stacey. Still ahead here at 6 o'clock.
Well, sometimes a wrong turn leads to unexplored roads. We'll tell you about one that led to the Spanish Steps.
It's the Click It RV Roll Into Summer sales event going on now at your local Click It RV store with huge manufacturers discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down, nothing, and no payments for 6 months, and get top dollar for your trade. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. You can beat the coming tariffs, but nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Roll Into Summer sales event at your local Click It RV store. Spokane, Milton, Freewater, Moses Lake, and Union Gap.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and 1 day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
It's the 45th anniversary sale at Walker's Furniture.
This is one of our favorite events where we get to celebrate these great years with you.
And that means friends and family pricing throughout the store, with savings up to 45% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years. So you can get it today and pay over time.
From our family to yours, we'd like to thank you for 45 wonderful years.
Why choose between power and efficiency? With the 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid from McCurley Honda, you get the best of both. Smooth performance meets outstanding fuel savings, perfect for every drive, whether city streets or highways. Plus, take advantage of incredible offers on our entire lineup of vehicles during our summer sales event. Feel the thrill and save at the pump with your new Honda from McCurley Honda. Your way home.
Your life matters, and there are people ready to listen. Together, as schools, law enforcement, faith leaders, and community members, we are committed to making sure no young person feels alone.
Never a bother.
Never a bother.
Never a bother, anytime, anywhere.
Visit neverabother.org for resources and support. Remember, you're never a bother.
Time to check this out. In Rome, Italy, it was quite the wrong turn for an elderly driver on Tuesday. I don't know how this happens, but take a look at this. This Mercedes-Benz, driven by an 80-year-old man, got stuck on the city's legendary Spanish Steps. Local reports say the man made the wrong turn by accident on the way to work. He did have a valid driver's license, and police said he tested negative for alcohol and drugs. Firefighters used a crane to remove the car from the steps. I wonder if GPS said, go that way.
Nonetheless, a sight to see.
It is.
Still ahead in our next half hour, there is an upcoming event for treasure hunters. We'll tell you what rare and hard to find items will be there when we come back. That's some of the stories next at 6:30.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. This summer, big wins come in sevens at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready for the $100,000 Lucky Summer Sevens giveaway with over $12,000 cash up for grabs every Friday and Saturday in June. The heat is on, and so is the grand prize on June 28th. 3 winners choose 7 cards with prizes. Reveal 7 sevens and instantly win $17,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Now's the time for a great deal on the new Honda. It's time for a different kind of power. Plus, get incredible long-term value with the next generation of vehicles from the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.49% APR on a 2025 Accord Hybrid.
Hot Tubs. Hot Tub. Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a tough new 2025 Tundra for just $499 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
When Josh Colberth nails the high temp, we add $25 to the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. He's on a hot streak and the prize is over $1,000. So enter at AppleValleyNews.com, then watch Josh on Good Morning Northwest. It's all from Legends Casino Hotel.
Eric Dane's first extra interview since his devastating ALS diagnosis. He talks about his battle ahead, his support system, and how he's keeping busy, from his new cop thriller to Euphoria. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30, while some students are taking the summer off, we'll tell you what others are doing to get ahead.
Yeah, William Albert will share the details. Plus, new at 6:30, it is cherry season. We talk to growers about how fruitful the season has been. That and more right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the region's only live and local news at 6:30. We've made it to the middle of the week, and we're even past the middle of June now.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And summer starting on Friday, so we have a lot going on. I don't think the weather got the memo that summer is going to be kicking in, though. Doesn't really seem to be. Stacy was saying something about snowflakes in some regions, possibly, and it just seems a little wild.
We go from these hot temperatures, we've even seen triple digits already in June, and then is snowflakes possible in the mountains this weekend? Absolutely. We will start tonight with a red flag warning. This will expire tonight at 8 o'clock. Once again, those strong gusty winds you've been seeing all afternoon, the low humidity, any fires that start tonight would spread rapidly through the area. Look at these winds. They really have not calmed down at all. These are the current gusts through the area, so that will continue, unfortunately, through the night. 76 degrees right now, Dust Devil Sky Cam, and guess what? The boys are playing at home, and they'll be on the field tonight. Now it is going to be a bit windy out there, and your sunset at 8:51. So if you are heading out to catch some Tri-City Dust Devil baseball, look for temperatures in the 80s. First pitch at 7:05. Clear skies, other than a little bit breezy, not too bad. Here's your evening planner: 60s, 70s, and 80s at 7, 50s, 60s, and 70s at 9. And you can see by the different locations that cold front moving into the area. So the strong gusty winds will start to decrease for most of us tonight. Elevated fire danger continues. Big weekend cool down, even including a few snowflakes in some areas over the weekend, plus some much needed rain. I'll tell you all about that coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thanks so much. Well, most kids are enjoying their summer break. The Richland School District is still hard at work helping students who need a little extra support.
Yes, and new at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert has more on how the school district is helping kids succeed.
While school is out for many in the Tri-Cities, summer school is getting started for some students in the Richland School District, especially those who are behind or just need a little extra help. The district offers basic high school classes like English, geology, biology, and math for credit retrieval. That's essential since high school students in the district need 24 credits to graduate. Principal of summer school, Paul Shaber, says the summer school students typically fall into one of two categories.
Students who take classes with us are either trying to retrieve a credit that didn't go so well for them during the school year, or they're trying to get ahead so that they can take classes like jazz or choir or drama during the school year without getting behind on the credits that they need to graduate.
Currently in the Richland School District, there are roughly 1,000 students who are currently in summer school. Now, while that might seem like a big number, that is actually a drop from last year. And the school district says that their focus is keeping students on track.
One way the district does that is through the strong connection between the students and their school counselors.
Like, hey, it would be really good for you to take this class in summer school, either retaking it or maybe you should think about taking this class during summer school so that you are ready to take this next class next school year. So the counselors are having those conversations all throughout the spring.
But Shaber says it's not always easy for students to catch up once they fall behind.
Our high school is set up to only earn 6 credits per school year, which means if you miss just one, you're now behind. So that's why summer school is one of those big, one of the best ways for students to regain the credits that they may have lost.
Right now, the district has a study group looking into ways to better support students during the school year, so they're not so dependent on summer school.
Significantly shorter summer break, so that we lengthen spring break a little bit, we lengthen Christmas break a little bit, and then shorten summer break so that there's less getting lost during the summer, which would mean that there's not really much time for a summer school session. So I think that would help, honestly.
And unlike some districts, Shaber says Richland Summer School is flexible, allowing students to take their work on the go.
Their students can work on them anywhere, anytime. So it makes it very flexible. If a student is going on vacation for the first month of July or first week of July, they just grab their Chromebook and take it with them, and they can be working on their summer school wherever they are.
Helping students catch up, get ahead, and ultimately graduate. That's the goal of the Richland School District. In Richland, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And if you live in the Richland School District, today's the last day to sign up for summer classes.
Over in Oregon, lawmakers are considering a tax on oral nicotine pouches as a potential new plan to raise funds for wildfire mitigation and prevention.
The plan is part of an amendment to a bill that initially would have added a non-refundable fee to the bottle bill deposit. That non-refundable fee is now off the table as many lawmakers expressed hesitancy to make changes to a successful program like this bill. The new tax on certain products would add 0.65 cents to each pack with 20 or fewer pouches. For packs with more than 20 pouches, a 3-cent fee will be applied per pouch. Officials say this tax could generate up to $30 million to fight fires across Oregon over the next 2 years. Well, last night, the Yakima City Council voted to move forward with a plan that could cause complications for a piece of Yakima history. The council voted to keep construction on 6th Avenue as a possibility in the next 6 years. This could impact the trolley that runs between Yakima and Selah. Residents and representatives from different groups expressed their opinions, both for and against the decision.
They're not just buildings left over from a bygone era. The Yakima trolleys and their staff are survivors. They've endured decades of hardship, fought through one major obstacle after the next, and persisted with almost no support, fueled only by the dedication of volunteers and the passion of the people who care deeply about preserving our history.
The council members say none of the potential construction projects are set in stone, and it isn't necessarily the end for the trolley. Cherry season is in full swing, and it looks like this tasty fruit isn't in short supply. According to Northwest cherry growers, the quality of the cherries this year is outstanding. 250,000 boxes of cherries are being shipped every day, continuing the rebound from a rough season in 2023. This local grower says he's grateful for a good year.
The economy for the farmers in all fruit has been really struggling in the last few years. And so having a good cherry crop for those of us that are diversified to have both apples and pears and cherries is really important, because we need the revenue to come in to be able to keep in business.
Barrett says cherry season will continue through early to mid-July.
And in local living, if you're a fan of sports cards, vintage coins, or just love treasure hunting, there's a free family-friendly event coming to Kennewick you don't want to miss. The PNW Collector Convention is taking over the Tri-Cities Convention Center this weekend for the second year. It's packed wall-to-wall with collectibles and nostalgia. The two-day event features more than 20,000 square feet of vendor booths, from rare sports memorabilia to hard-to-find comic books and coins.
This year, we actually more than doubled the amount of vendors that we have. So we have 104 tables and 14 booths, which is pretty cool. So just about 100 vendors. And these vendors are traveling from all over. Vegas, California. I have someone from New York coming out, and all over the state of Washington, of course.
Admission is totally free. The doors open this Saturday and Sunday at Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick. And the city of West Richland says that Belmont Boulevard now open to the public. The final stretch of the project between Onyx Avenue and Cariska Street was completed by the Watermark subdivision developer. Now Belmont Boulevard connects Paradise Way to Van Giesen. The project aimed to improve access and mobility in the community.
Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now Live at 6:30, we are meeting Baskin, a shy pup who is great with kids. That's coming up in Operation Best Friend.
And Stacy will have your first alert weather forecast. Don't go anywhere.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar, or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Bonus zone savings include Pepsi brand 12 packs, buy 2, get 2 free. Save $3 on Old Trapper 10-ounce beef jerky. Plus find Seattle's best 12-ounce ground coffee for $5.49. Wrangler men's regular fit jeans are just $17.99. And Mobile One 5-quart full synthetic oil is $21.99 after rebate. Store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols, live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Joe Nichols, live.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Look for the summer discount stickers on select vehicles. The new 2025 Kia Sportage is available with a fuel-efficient gas engine, a gas-electric hybrid, or as a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. A new 2025 Kia Sportage LX Hybrid starts at just $29,990. Plus, get 4.99% interest for up to 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. best defense. Quantum Legal.
Attention viewers. Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday, June 21st at 9 a.m. Good News Today will resume its regularly scheduled time Sunday, June 29th at 9 a.m.
Well, sometimes the quietest dogs leave the loudest impressions.
Today we are meeting Baskin, and he will certainly be robbing your heart.
He is a 1-year-old husky mixed with a dash of stud, waiting to be adopted by his forever family.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
I'm Elizabeth Norman with the Pipple Pen, and this is Baskin. Baskin is a 1-year-old husky mix, and he's been on our program since he was a young puppy. He was found running loose with his sisters, and he has been in foster care since then, and he's looking for his forever home. And Baskin is a sweet, sensitive soul. He's very calm, very quiet. He is good with other animals. He loves spending time with other dogs. He's cat neutral. Baskin loves to spend time outside. That's his preference. He is a nature lover, so he just enjoys sitting outside, watching the world go by. He loves going for walks. He walks fantastic on a leash. Baskin loves children. That's where you really see him come alive. As soon as he sees a little one, he perks right up and is extremely gentle with them. He's very good with dogs of all sizes. His best friend right now is my Chihuahua, and they play for hours outside, and he's very gentle. Baskin would do best in a calm environment with a stable home, not a whole lot of coming and going. He would be great with other animals or children in the home. If you'd like to make Baskin a part of your family, you can go to our website, and his application is on there. If you're interested in more information, you can also go to our Facebook page.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside. Picture paints 1,000 words. Check it out. The windmills are moving. It's been very blustery and windy all day today. We're going to continue to see those winds most of tonight. 85 degrees outside, humidity very low, and our winds sustained at 16, but we're gusting much faster and harder than that throughout the evening. Temperatures around the region, we're starting to see that cooling trend. See the green here? That cooling trend starting to move in to the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Still warm as you move to the east and pretty pleasant other than this. Those strong gusty winds continue. Let's do futurecast and move forward towards 8 o'clock. Still windy. We'll start to see winds picking up even here in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Even stronger winds through the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area. This is at 10 o'clock. By about 2 a.m. though, we'll start to see those winds calming down in some areas and stay blustery once again in the usual location. Ellensburg is, I think, one of the windiest cities around. Tomorrow we'll start off fairly light, and winds will stay pretty nice and light for most of us. However, still windy in the Kittitas Valley and down the Columbia River Gorge. So this will make a much better day. They'll cancel out the red flag warnings. But then we fast forward to Friday. We're going to see cooler temperatures moving in as that cold front comes across. It once again brings those strong gusty winds through the area. So look for another windy day on Friday with a little break tomorrow. Satellite and radar, look at all the active weather out on the coast. This cold front is moving in from the Gulf of Alaska, and that's going to bring those cooler temperatures and even possibly some snowflakes above 5,000 feet in the Cascades Mountains over the weekend, mainly towards the northern portion. Not enough to cause any sort of travel delays. We also see the warm front, the heat dome I call it, moving to the east as the cooler air flows into our area. Look at these temperatures on Saturday. Friday, the first day of summer, first full day of summer on Saturday, and it's going to be on the chilly side. Taking a look at our temperature trends for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, also on the cooler side for us on the weekend. And in Walla Walla, temperatures dropping down to 68 degrees. But don't worry, we don't stay there long. We'll see those temperatures back to the 90s by Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's our overnight lows tonight, a little bit cooler, nice sleeping temperatures out there, and the upper 40s and low 50s for Walla Walla. 7-day planner, a little overcast and cloudy, breezy winds. We do have a better chance of seeing those showers developing on Saturday, late Friday night into Saturday, let's say. Yakima's got a slight chance on Friday, and again, that'll happen later in the day into Saturday morning. For Ellensburg, look for those strong gusty winds again, particularly on Friday. Cooler temperatures down to 64 degrees with a pretty good chance of rain on Saturday. Walla Walla also looking at a 50% chance of rain with those breezy winds returning on Saturday as well. And here's Hermiston. We're going to see 71 degrees there with windy conditions on the first day of summer, and rain, and 68 for the first full day of summer. So that's a lot going on, huh?
I mean, it's just a little bit of everything.
That is.
You know, pick what you like, and it's probably somewhere in the forecast.
Somewhere in between. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Stacy. Still ahead here at 6:30.
If you are seeing anglers out on the water, they may be celebrating. We'll tell you why when we come back.
Come out to Giza Stadium Friday, June 20th as the Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City. It's a family feast night with special prices on select food and drink and a Viñeros tote bag giveaway for the first 500 fans. All thanks to Giza Credit Union. Saturday, June 21st, celebrate the summer solstice with a post-game fireworks show thanks to ProMade Homes. For tickets, head to the official site dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
My name is Michael McDonald. I am a stomach doctor or a gastroenterologist. I'm also a hepatologist, so I do the liver and then the gut and the pancreas. The colonoscopy is something that we do on a daily basis. We think it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and once you're done, you're going to say, oh, that was no big deal. We find early colon cancer. It's curable. It's easily curable, and I mean really curable.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The countdown to summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru of Yakima, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and serious summer savings, like on a new 2025 Subaru Forester today for only $344 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru of Yakima, your way home.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Warm months bring dangerous storms, many with lightning.
With advanced forecasting technology, trust the First Alert Weather Team to keep you ahead of the storm and help keep your family safe.
Apple Valley News Now. First Alert Weather. Always on your side.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Let's do what's trending. Time to grab a fishing rod, some bait, and head to the water, whether it's a river, a pond, a lake, or an ocean. We have everything except an ocean here.
Well, today is National Go Fishing Day. Stacey?
That's right. And for many people, fishing is a great way to disconnect, relax, whether you're looking for dinner or just doing catch and release. It's an activity enjoyed with others or solo.
Fun fact, there are more than 25,000 species of fish. One way to mark the day is to teach someone how to fish. So there you go.
Remember, it's called fishing, not catching.
Right? That would be me. I would have no idea.
You're fishing, not catching.
I'm sure. It's been a long time since I was probably a little kid.
There you
go. I have been out. Anyway, well, the prestigious James Beard Awards were held Monday night in Chicago. The awards represent one of the American culinary industry's highest accolades.
Yeah, so the winner for Outstanding Chef went to New York's Junsig Yim. His restaurant, Junsig, holds 3 Michelin stars for his new Korean cuisine.
That's right. The James Beard winner for America's Most Outstanding Bakery went to Portland's Jinju Patisserie. So there you go.
Oh, look at that.
We'll have to, that's close to home. We can go check that out.
It's kind of making me hungry.
I love Korean food. I'll eat it anytime, any day. Maybe not for breakfast, but.
Well, there you go. You got some new spots.
Yeah, I probably would. I know. I like anything Asian, so yeah.
That's funny.
All right, your reason to smile. That's next.
That's right. Come back with us.